Now we are going to discuss about the unit operations and unit processes which is involved in the domestic wastewater treatment. So the difference between the operations and unit process is nothing but the unit operations is the physical type of treatment, physical treatment which is used to remove the impurities present in the wastewater. By means of physical operation, we are removing the waste. Here in unit processes, we are using biological or chemical conversion from the one status of the impurities is converted into the another form that can be easily removed from the thing, that is called as unit processes. This is the difference between the unit operation and the unit processes which is involved in the treatment processes. So before deciding the type of unit operation and the unit processes which is required for a particular type of waste, first of all we should know what it contains, that is what type of impurities it contains. The impurities is majorly divided into dissolved and undissolved. The undissolved impurities are divided into organic and inorganic, can be removed by means of the mechanical processes, and the dissolved solids divided into organic and inorganic. The inorganic dissolved solids and organic non-biodegradable organic matters, these two can be removed by means of the physical or chemical processes. But the biodegradable organic matter present in the wastewater, the domestic wastewater, can be removed by means of the biological processes. So these are the physical wastewater treatment operations we are following to treat the wastewater. It is screening. We use screening to remove the floating matters, and the communities also type of the same thing. Then flow equalization. Flow equalization is nothing but the process which is used to regulate the flow to the treatment plant. So the amount of water collected together to regulate the flow of the wastewater, and then mixing to provide a proper mixing. Okay, so the next one is flocculation. Flocculation, by adding some chemicals we are agglomerating the particles. The next one, sedimentation. Sedimentation is something but we are removing the salt particle matters by reducing the velocity of the flow. Next one is flotation. Flotation and elutration. Elutration is the process which is used to remove the separating the particles based on the shape, size and shape of the particle, and usually in the opposite direction of the flow by means of the sedimentation processes. So this method is mainly adapted for the particle size smaller than 1 micrometer. And micro screening also the same part. There is next one is vacuum filtration and air drying. These are the some of the physical operations we are using for the treatment wastewater. Then these are the chemical unit processes like chemical precipitation and adsorption process, and combustion, electrolysis, and gas transfer, and disinfection to kill the pathogenic bacteria, and ion exchange process of wastewater can be done. And the bacteriological processes like aerobic or anaerobic processes are a combination of the both can be carried out to treat the wastewater treatment plants. Here is a solved problem in the primary sedimentation tank which shows the wastewater treatment plant. This primary sedimentation tank designed at an overflow rate of 32.5 meter cube per day per square meter is 32.5 meter long. It is 8 meter in wide. It is in width and the liquid depth of 2.25 meter. If the length of the VR is 75 meter, then they are asking the VR loading rate. Here the surface overflow rate has given us 32.5, and length and breadth and depth has given, and surface flow rate is equal to Q by area. So by substituting these values we are getting the value of 8,000 and 450 meter cube per day. Then the Q, that is the required thing, VR loading rate is given as Q into B, that is B is 75 VR length. By substituting these values, we find out the Q value, that is the VR loading rate as 112.67 meter cube per day per meter.